Revelation of the Neowapians. Paa TARAQ, the way. Paa Munzal Nadjar, Amun Ptah Djedi. All expanding. The revelations to the Neowapians. Paa TARAQ, the way. Paut, all expanding. Verse 1. Lekum, my beloved Newap, Neowapian children, my jewels, know this. Paut, all expanding, omniverse. 2. The whole, the omni, entirely, everyone, not of an amount yet, the one, Paut, all. 3. Not one and all, just all, just one, and just existing, not of or form or from. 4. Pa, Paut, the all is of is, while Paut, all is just is. 5. Just as Nawap Kawan, supreme being, called Pa Nawap, the supreme, then incarnates as the supreme being, all of unique nature at work being. 6. It exists as omniverse, becomes multiverses, tri-verses to dual verses on to this one universe. 7. And this incarnated universe was at one time chaos and its opposite at another time. In itself, a dual, as in seasons, day and night, life and death of things in nature. Verse 9. A dual verse of nature at work, and this is order called cosmos. 10. And disorder called chaos. 11. Chaos is also referred to as primordial chaos, non-tat and non-dual from nu, omni or source. 12. The purpose for the all, in all, existing as multiverses, or all as omniverse, and then, verse 13, the universal order is one part controlled as will in controlled as choice. 14, you have 180 degrees of one choice of will and 180 degrees of the other choice. You have to choose. 180 degrees and 180 degrees is your 360 degrees of choice. 15. The same throughout all of nature in this universe of dual cosmos. 16. As in time as a point, now is time and then is time, yet now is between two thens. The then of the past and the then of the future. So it manifests at the point of each person's now or right now. And that is what I am or will do right now. What is happening by my body right now? Because between two called voluntary body functions and involuntary body functions. Verse 23, such as to blink, to breathe, and others are involuntary body functions. Yet, to raise one's hand, open one's mouth, are voluntary functions, and those in between ruled by will or choice. 25. So if the physical world has two actions, two motions, cause and effect, voluntary and involuntary functions, so it is also in the mental state, the spiritual realm. The mind also must have voluntary and involuntary functions. You can blink when you will, or you will blink if something comes too close to your eyes. This is how all nature works, and in all the universe are under the will of nature. Nature is in control of your fate in voluntary, or that which will happen. You're just a part of all, as powers the all. Verse 30. The all is all. I am exists. 31. The time is now 9 o'clock. Exist. 32. And there are two 9 o'clocks, 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. So even time has become dual, or has its opposites in nature. And nature is a clear and emphatic matter of working with time in cycles. In this universe, it is 4,000-year cycles of 24,000 years related to the 24,000 human chromosomes and the circumference of the Kawak Taha, planet Earth, 24,000 miles, and the equinox. Verse 36. 24,000 years of two 12,000-year time zones of the sun crossing the equator, making night and day of equal length in all parts of the earth. So Pa'at all is in tune, linked to time and energy. The birth and death in order to renew energies and powers for producing new and young universes or children, you, who is the supreme being, nature unlimited in every way, as a part of all, as the all is I am. Verse 40. As omniverse, you are all space without need of movement or growth. As multiverses, you are all things with movement and growth. As triverses, you are reaction with each other and become places. As dual verses, you are separated into opposites and become opposing places. As universes, you are a point in space, time, and material. And as such, are in fact all time during your existence of countless supreme beings of nature, once in tune with your tone. Do not, as those of us who have been fooled, take no thing as something and call it by a name such as God, Yahweh, Jah, Allah, or Allah. Verse 47. Do not accept anything as unseen powers. Do not accept something as one. Do not worship what other races call divine, call supreme beings, or call your creator without confirmation. This you know, that you exist. This you realize, that you're real. This you must accept, that you are something or the sum of a thing. This you know, you were born of a mother's Raham womb. This you know, you're reading this right now, and with that you encompass time, space, and material existence. This you know, that you feel by contact, that you see by contact, that you hear by contact, and that you smell by contact. Contact is confirmation of existence. Once anything made contact with you, you then can confirm its existence. All things in existence are about you. That is equally away from you, making you the center of all things. As such, you're the one God they speak of in their religions. Each will say they believe in one God, or they will say there is no God but Allah, so have no other God beside him. Verse 61. Not even hearing what they are really saying, which is their choice of which God, or God and devil, Satan, or Shaitan. Yet they make an equal to their one God, Allah, by the very statement, never to the ungod, being they have the ability to make the choice to reject him. Verse 64. Yet the God, or Allah, or Jah, or Yahweh, El, that you cannot reject or make an equal to is you alone. 65. You're unique even if you have an identical twin. Time makes you both unique. Which one came into this physical world first at that moment makes you unique. Verse 67. So you are the one true, unique God, as such, all things look at you all. Things surround you, and you chose by will to which or whom you will gravitate or accept. Know also that you are opposites. There are other beings who have come to this world from other worlds, much, much older than this world. Some good and others not good. Many worship them as their gods, and they fight and war to rule this planet as they did others. Now, if by chance someone or thing bumps into you, not of your will or choice, contact again confirms you as a being. Verse 74. By being there, which to you is here, and you become here to them by you being there. Nothing would exist if you did not exist. That is to you. All things came into existence with you, even you. So you're the supreme being, Paa, the all. You make reality real in your own world of choice. And the moment you give that up by faith versus fact in those other beings from other worlds, you change your divine fate as a God being and become a devil being. That is attempting to alter fate, and it is and will be. Verse 80. To make fake fruit is a devil. To implant a fake human heart or replace the human heart with animal or machine is a devil, or diverting from nature's divine plan. Altering fates is not a new fate, it is corruption of nature's natural order. Saving a dying species is not a noble act. It is an interference with nature's natural order. To take a wild creature such as a wolf or canine and transform it into a pet is a violation of that creature's natural nature. Things that are naturally the way nature plans for time. Each and only a devil or evil will attempt to alter nature's plan, called fate versus faith, being real versus belief. Verse 87. You are a part of Pa'at all. Pa'at all is you are. 88. All does you do. 89. Are you ever alone? Not at all. You are with yourself at all times. Verse 90. How? Because you know you exist, and that separates you into beings, physical and spiritual, at the same center at all times. What you are is not as important as who you are, because what you are is, in fact, who you are. When you accept or convert to a religion, that is to say, it is not what you are by nature. Mitzvah, baptism, shahada is conversion or acceptance, so it is not natural by nature. When you are is not as important as where you are. What are you, Pa'at, the all? Where are you, the center of Pa'at all, and all things around you? Around is round, orb, ball, circle of the universe. So it is in nature, science, and even your anatomy. As you have a circular system, is a symbol of order and perfection. The circle in all of nature in general, and you are the spot in its center. So you as the one supreme being in your own universe assumes the forms and figures of a ball in the womb. Verse 99. The fetus turns in a circle while in the womb, as it manifests or manifestation called gestation period in the uterus during pregnancy, and gesture meaning movements in a circle as the universe, galaxy, and planets move around the sun. this universe out of a dual verse as a cell then multiplies over and over to become organs which grow. Yet, ever moving in a circle, and the Ka spirit itself is an orb. Every person, place, and thing exists on circles, colors, and sounds. Each being's own circle with all things around them has seasons, limitations, and non-limitations. So when a person stops growing, that is a limitational being. When a person thinks that is unlimited, how far one can imagine. Limitational or limited you is why you physically die. That is the reason why a physical living being stops growing, although they still have access to the same nutriments as before. The growth does not slow down, it just stops. Verse 108. You just stop growing one day, that exact moment. When an organism reaches the full strength of the center, being spiritually outward from the point of existence, it is your own divine formula circle, and it stops growing because it has reached the limits to which its formula can expand without becoming something else or ceasing to exist as a specific entity or a living organism. Once a being's DNA is tampered with in the grafting process of the Kakasu living filth and others, nature's plan is disrupted, and you break the true circle, and as a result, all kinds of deformed are born. To mix DNA in genetic experiments will result in monstrous humans, beasts, demons, and devils. Not only the body, yet their minds are also mixed, human and beast. So they become serial killers, warmongers, even hunters, just to satisfy the beast within. And they use religion to tame and train the beast in people to act civil. Some will accept civilization while others cannot. So some love flesh and blood so much they try to make it look normal to kill, cut up an animal and eat it, or buy a dead animal in a market, or go to the restaurant and order dead animal flesh cooked. Verse 118. So ask for it raw, and some still eat humans. I'll repeat that. So ask for it raw, and some still eat humans. Verse 119. It's all in their genes from tampering with DNA 6,000 years ago, 9,000 years ago, and crossbreeding hybrids, animals, and man even longer. This transforms supreme beings into human beings, to human, to man, to mammal, to beast, called the circle of life and death. As the face of the clock is originally circular and the hands move around future time clockwise, and past time would be counterclockwise. Clock or time wise equals wiseness, wisdom. It all amounts to being a part of all. Your mother's alive. Verse 124. Your mother's alive, your father's alive. They create in their living flesh bodies as living supreme beings. Hathath, ovum, and manan, sperm. Living cells to create or birth a living being. Birth a living being, they are creators, makers, and fashioners. They are gods and goddesses. They do procreate. Each stepped close to become one flesh in the womb. Is not this all the working of supreme nature? And if allowed to stay in order, all will turn out perfect. If tampered with, you have deformed creatures mentally and physically. Verse 1 to 9. Once born and grown or growing, if one or the other, son or daughter, exchange body fluids with a deformed DNA person, the living cells enter their inner realm and can cause chaos and seek to rule their khat body and their zalan mind, seal their choice or will, and implant change or remove the person of their own center. They become like the person of whom they exchange body fluids. When a female takes on more than 4 mates in her lifetime, she becomes out of control. So DNA alternates, tones change the station of their own body frequencies and thereby cut them off from their ancestors' advice. Verse 134. They link to the divine all in all. Their own 29 inner voices of their family bloodlines' guidance becomes static, noise or detonation or of resonance. Indecisiveness opens the gateway for those inner voices to decide for you. Some will start to hear voices, chatter, whispers, laughing, murmuring, and will lose track of their own thoughts, become insane or out of their own mind, not in control of sound, right reasoning. Verse 139. This is what faith and belief does to the clear thinking being. No other living creature is asked to have faith. They each live by their own nature, fate, and dictated by nature. Only humans are offered religion or an opinion and asked to forget reality, facts, confirmation, and to trust in unseen forces, while their inner voice tells them to stay on their center. Comply with what you are, nature's supreme being. Verse 143. The talking being, the being with reason, choice, or will. Verse 144. The African creature, Nagaro, Negroids, were given a voice box 54,000 years ago. First tested with the African grey parrots and the baboon to see if it would be able to mimic or repeat sounds it hears and construct sentences. Verse 145. It worked. So we did the same to the African of 54,000 years ago, making humanoids able